Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be learning how to make this beautiful dress that you can see me putting on. It's quite trendy and easy to make. If it sounds like something you're interested in, keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, let's get right into the tutorial. For this tutorial, I made use of 3 yards of Ankara fabric and half a yard of crepe. If you want your gathers to be fuller at the bottom, I'd advise you use 4 yards. In order to cut a kimono jacket or bubu, we don't fold our fabric this normal way we fold it because it's not going to be enough. Instead, we are going to fold it this other way, like vertically all through. So guys, once I have it like this, I'm then going to fold on it so that I have this to be in a fold of 4, just as if you are cutting a peplon flake. Having made my fold, I'm just going to smoothen it all out. Then I'm going to take the measurement of what I have and keep adjusting it. So this measurement is basically from my shoulder all the way to my hip region or a little bit below my hip. So that for me, I want mine to be 28 inches and I'm just adjusting this to the length of that 28 plus adequate sewing allowance. Now guys, at this point, you notice that we have closed edges here and then we have all the border lines facing this other side. Now this side with the closed edges is where we're going to be taking all our measurements from. So guys, the first measurement I'm going to take is from my shoulder all the way to my breast length, which is 9.75 for me. Now this is also going to serve as my round sleeve measurement. Then from that point, from the shoulder to my waistline, which is the half length, and that for me is 60 inches, I'll mark it. And then I took 9 inches down from my half waist measurement for my hip measurement. Then by 28 inches for the full length, I added half an inch to this for sewing allowance. Now I'm going to take this measurement at the both sides as you can see and then connect with my ruler to give me my horizontal lines. So now we have the shoulder line, the breast length line, the waistline, hip line, and also full length. From the midpoint of my neckline, I'm just going to take my sleeve and shoulder measurement together to give me my 19 inches. But I'm going to be adding a band of 2 inches to this, so I'm going to be marking out 17 inches plus added half an inch allowance for joining. After doing this, at the breast length line, I took the same measurement of what I have at the shoulder line and marked it. But this time, I came in by 1 inch. Now, this is just to make it balance, make the sleeve balance. And I'll be connecting this, my new point, all the way to the top. Having done this, at the breast length line, I'm just taking my bust measurement divided by 4 marked at this point, and I added extra 2.5 inches for ease allowance. Now, I advise that you add about 1.5 because that 2.5 was later too much, and I also added 1 inch for my sewing allowance. Now, I did the same thing at the waistline. Divide your waist measurement by 4, add your sewing allowance and also your ease allowance. The same thing for the hip line, and whatever I have at the hip line, I took this measurement at the hemline. Now guys, I'm just going to use my ruler to connect all the points that we have marked out. Can you see what I have? Now once I've done this, I'm just going to blend what I have at the armhole. So I came down by 1 inch at this corner, and then I'm just going to place the curvy part of my ruler in such a way that I can connect them together. So can you see the connection? Yes. So I'm not going to proceed to cut this outside to be easy for us to work on the neck area. As for the neck measurement, I took a width of 4 inches and also in the back neck depth to be 1 inch. So I'm just going to connect it together like seen. Now, the next I'm going to do is just to mark out 2 inches. That is on fold, and so that when I open this up, I have it to be 4 inches. Okay, then I came down by 7 inches. That is where I want my joining opening to stop at, like my V neckline to be at 7 inches. So I'm just going to connect it together like seen my straight part and then slant this one all the way to the neck width. Now guys, let's cut it out open. So when I was cutting, I gave about half an inch for the width so I can join it, and then for the, can you see what I did? I just picked only the front part, and only the front I'm cutting it open like this. So I'm giving half an inch and connecting it all the way to my neck width so that we can be able to join the extra fabric to it later. So that is the allowance for that. Then I took the measurement of what I had at the hem just so I can be able to calculate how full the frill would be. Bringing the remaining fabric, just go ahead to subtract the full length of your upper, like the main part, which is the upper bodice, away from your actual full length so I can be able to know how many you're going to fold for the hem. Now guys, my frills is, I want it to be 10 inches long, so I just measured out 12 inches. I'll be using 1 inch to join into the top, and then the other 1 inch to fold it at the hem. Now I'm just folding it, as you can see. I'm just going to cut it out and then place it in order to cut the other one. Remember that if you want this to be fuller than mine, make sure that you have 4 yards available. So guys, I'm just going to join these frills together at the sides, fold it at the lower part, and also make my gathered stitch. This remaining fabric here will be used for belt. Bringing my main piece, I'm just going to take the measurement of what I have at this point. This is just to give us an idea on how long the brown fabric is going to be. So guys, just carefully do this and take note of what you have. Now the measurement you have after measuring this, you are going to multiply it by 2 because this goes round the whole neck. So guys, do you remember that we left 2 inches for the width? I'm going to cut, make sure my fabric that is going to be 2 inches, and now times 2 we have it to be 4 inches. So I'm going to be adding half inch at extra sides, and in total I'm going to cut this width about 5 inches, so that at the end of the day we have it to be 2.5 at the both sides. Then we're going to use half an inch to join into that of the main fabric. I hope you understand. So guys, that will be all for the width. And then for the length, once we measured earlier times 2, I also added extra 5 inches just to be on the safe side. We'll be joining into this region. So guys, the next thing I did was to take the measurement of what I have at the round sleeve region. Now I'm just going to be cutting this exactly the same length on my brown fabric. As for the width, I also want it to be 2 inches, so I'll be cutting this out with 2.5 inches. We are done cutting all our fabric parts. Now let's begin stitching. I have my main bodice here, and I'll be taking my measurement from the middle of my neckline all the way to where we came down by 7 inches at the front. I have it to be 11.5 inches. Now we're going to be needing this measurement when we're folding our brown fabric. So you fold your brown fabric like this, and then that 11.5 inches, I'm going to retake it at this region right here, and I'm going to mark it here. Then I'm going to get the middle of what I have my brown piece to be, take the middle point all the way to the bottom, connect the lines together, and also join using my pins. So I'm going to be stitching at the middle of this point on my sewing machine now. Once you have stitched it down like this, just go ahead to open it the way you can see me doing it. So you take your time and arrange it very well. Now the next thing I want to do is to pin it all around so that it can be in place. We are going to top stitch on this so that when we're joining it to the main fabric, it's not going to be shifting or any problem. So just take your time, pin it, and then run a stitch across. Having trimmed the edges, this is what I have it looking like. So I'm just going to fold this and notch it in order to get the middle point, and I'll also be notching the middle of the back too. I'll align them right sides facing each other, and I'm just going to pin it all the way through one side. You can actually go ahead to pin it all the way through, so that when I'm sewing this is going to be easy for us on the sewing machine. After pinning, I'm going to run my stitch all through. So guys, I've joined it all together with half an inch, and can you see what it's looking like? Very neat and nice. Now I'm also going to join my band to the sleeves too. This step is actually optional because I want my dress to have pockets. Now if you don't want yours, no problem. If you want yours to have pocket, just go ahead to open your palm wide on a fabric that is folded into 4, and then just cut it all through like this. So that's how I go about getting my pocket. Then for the pocket placement, I'll fold my fabric like this, and then I'm just going to come down by my half length measurement. After marking my half length measurement, I then came down by 1.5 inches. This is where my pocket is going to start from. When I've marked this, I'm just notch that area, and at notching it also means notching the 4 places together. This is very easy, and then I'm just going to pin my pocket from the starting of the notch all the way to where it ends. So I'm not going to do this for all the other sides. Having pinned it, just go ahead to take this to your sewing machine and then join it. As for my belt, the width is 4 inches wide, and then the length is enough to go around my half of my waist plus extra inches, okay? And I'll just fold this into 2 and then stitch on it like this and stitch on it this other way. As you can tell guys, I've joined my pockets and also weaved the inside for neatness. Now the next I want to do is my pocket placement, and I'll be placing this as my half length measurement. So I'll just go ahead to just place my belt at that point and then pin it inside of it. So it will be easier for you to actually pin this at when the right side is facing you than doing this method. So when you have your belt, just go ahead to pin it all the way down so that we can be able to shape this. So I'll be shaping this with 1 inch all round because that was what I gave for my sewing allowance. So guys, I'm done shaping and I just turned it all the way to the right side, and this is what I have it looking like. Now the next thing you want to do is to take the measurement of what you have at the lower region. So guys, I've actually gone ahead to prep that part that we cut for the ruffles at the bottom. So you just simply join all of the edges together to form one big circle. Then you're going to weave the joint area, and then you fold the hem of it whichever side you want to use as the hem. After you have hemmed it, then I went ahead to run a gather stitch across, and then I just drew the gathers up to what I have at the lower part of my upper bodice. So guys, when you have done this, just go ahead to pin this all the way around and then sew on it with 1/2 inch. So guys, I've joined it and I also weaved that part of the dress, and this is the final outcome. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and also subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching this far, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.